So today we are going to talk about ExaCS. So first and foremost, ExaCS gives you the best Oracle performance or Oracle database performance machine where when you run Oracle with all the Oracle best practices, and it is completely hardware and the software optimized machine for Oracle databases. You can run your mission critical workloads. You can expect all the Oracle best practices are implemented in that. It gives you the flexibility and control on the databases. But apart from that, the backend maintenance of Exadata, that is, say your various aspects, say your DOM0, where your Exadata storage cells and all, that is all going to be maintained by Oracle. So it is a joint responsibility, or I will say a combined responsibility of Oracle and us to manage these the entire machine. Okay, so that is what about the Exadata cloud service. Now with Exadata, what you can get is an Oracle data, your Oracle database machine, which I will say that is the core engine of Exadata. And that Oracle database machine, we will see that what exactly it is, okay, and what is the core component of it in a while. So you get all the redundancies there, your storage redundancy is there inbuilt. There is an ASM which it uses, which is again the mirrored one. So all sort of disaster recovery and the high availability you will get at Exadata cloud service. We have seen the VM database where you are able to create a single node database. Exadata cloud services gives you the rack option only. That means you are going to have an Oracle rack, minimum 2 node rack. You will be always running, or always will be created when you are running, when you are provisioning the database. And when I say that it is rack, then it always uses an enterprise edition, extreme performance edition. So there is no choice of edition there, okay, and is always going to be the extreme performance. It supports 11.204 to 19C and maybe 21C database as well. Okay, we can quickly check that. So when I go to Oracle Cloud account, okay, so this is my database here, Exadata on public cloud. I just click that. Okay, and let's go to Exadata provisioning here. Okay, it might be on the next provisioning screen, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, so 21C is also certified, and you will get an option to provision 21C as well. But again, that depends on your requirement. Usually 19C is certified with most of your application like e-business suite and others as well. So 21C is not that widely used as it is the latest one. Right, so let's talk about the features. So Oracle Exadata machine, which is the fastest one, and your database is going to give you the best performance on that. Now you will be able to provision or get the Exadata machine on the monthly expenditure. Okay, say monthly subscription kind of stuff here. There is no capital expenditure you need to have it, and it is all the subscription or say the consumption based model on the Oracle Cloud. Oracle is going to deploy the hardware and also going to host it in their data center, so you don't have to worry about the data center setup, the basic setup, nothing. You just need to have the secure connectivity. That is what you need to set up, either the site to site VPN or fast connect, you can have it, and you will be able to use the Exadata cloud services on the Oracle Cloud. So on the On-prem, you won't be having any UI as well, but on the cloud, you have got the UI where you will be able to manage, you will be able to perform all the maintenance activity, all the um, backup recovery and all those maintenance aspects from the UI itself, or say from the console itself. But apart from that, there is a command line utilities as well to manage all these things from the backend. Okay. Now from the high availability side, so it has inherited all the high availability features and all the capabilities which are there. So based on, like, say, the Exadata machine, you and your both the data and the storage server, they are fully hardware. They have got full hardware redundancy in within them. And in addition to that, the database which is deployed on the Exadata cloud service is the RAG database. So there is again the high availability there. You will be not having a downtime, like even for the maintenance purpose, or say when you are applying the patch, you will not be having any downtime there, because whatever the patching and all those is there getting applied either by Oracle or either by you, it will be in the rolling fashion. So always there will be an uptime there, or say the instance is available for your application, right? So apart from that, the ASM data mirroring is there, which gives you the three-way mirroring and for the high redundancy. So which basically makes the usable space less, but at the same time, it is enough for accommodating your large size databases as well. And apart from that, all the flashback technologies, your in-memory, fault tolerance, everything is there. So high availability for the Exadata cloud service have got all the best feature which can be there for the database. Now let's talk about the security. So security have two aspects. Once your data is stored on the storage, then how it is means anybody can sniff the data or something. That is where the concern is. And apart from that, when your data is in transit, what it is, so all the table spaces are encrypted. So it uses all the TDE, transparent data encryption, by default, and it uses an AES 256 encryption at the storage level, using an Oracle managed keys, or either you can have your own key as well. So whenever the data is stored, that is also encrypted. So at the database level via table space encryption, and when it is on the storage, backend storage, there also it is encrypted. And when the data is in transit, it uses the TLS 1.1.2. 1.3 is in pipeline, so it supports right now 1.2 encryption for all the data which is in transit. So that is on the security side we have. Now there are multiple editions which are there for the database on the cloud. The first two you have seen it on-prem as well. Okay, the standard edition and the enterprise edition. But on the cloud there are two more editions. And if you see the last one, which supports RAC and Active Data Guard, okay, and your in memory and all. So when say you are creating the database on Exadata cloud service, it is going to be by default the extreme performance edition. So it is enterprise edition extreme performance. Okay, and yes, all these editions basically vary in cost, but mandatorily on the Exadata cloud, you need to basically go with the last one only. So let's talk about the shapes. Shape means how much CPU and the memory and the resources which are available for the Exadata cloud services. Okay, now recently, or not very late, Oracle has created, so you might have heard about X7, X8, X6, those kind of architecture which were there, like say on-prem. For some time on the cloud as well, the same series was there, but they are known as the fixed architecture. That means it comes with, say, half rack, full rack, or whatever you are selecting. Depends on that. It has got fixed CPU and the memory there. And in case if you want to increase it, say I'm having an X7 quarter rack and now I want to move it to half rack. So it is a complete migration. You need to move your databases from quarter to full rack. Okay, that means there was not much scalability or flexibility was not there. Then Oracle has introduced this X8M and X9M, which is the latest one. 9M is the latest one. Now these are known as the flexible shape systems. Okay, in which you can scale the database server. You can add more CPUs, and you can add more storage as well. So these are known as the flexible. So you will get flexibility or scalability with ExaCS. That is what the new model, or say the new series or versions, have got those flexible feature. And now if you see the fixed one will no more will be there. Means after X8, don't expect that there will be more flexible features will be versions will be added. So Oracle is no more interested in fixed one and is going to always go with the flexible one. So if we go on the console here and see, so say this is my X7 II. As soon as I select this infrastructure model, you are seeing quarter rack, half rack, full rack, and you will be getting the number of CPUs what you will get it here. But as soon as I go to X8M or X9M, okay, there is no such thing you will get it. It minimum what it is going to provision is 2 database server and 3 storage server. That means a quarter rack it is going to do it. But you have the flexibility. If you see here, I have provision, say X9M2, which is the flexible architecture model. I will get CPUs 252. Now that is the maximum one which I will be using it. Okay, that means I have a option that I can provision it and can run it with 10 OCPUs or 12 or whatever is the multiple of 2, because the database server is minimum is 2, right? So I can run that many CPUs, but maximum it can go up to 252. That is what that is what it is going to be there. Now tomorrow, suppose I am in need of more number of CPUs because my workload is getting increased. In that case, I need to have one more database server. Okay, I can add that database server and can add more number of CPUs. So per machine, if you see here, okay, 252 divided by 2. So it's going to give you 126 OCPUs per machine. So here number of database server I can increase. So the altogether, and yes, apart from that, these two can be scaled. The storage server and the database server can be scaled independently. Like my requirement is more storage and average number of OCPUs. I can do that. Okay, with X9 version, per database, per storage server adds around, one storage server have got around 64 terabyte of space. Okay, so I can basically increase it and can get more number of storage to be added. Now you can see here 704 TB is there, as I have added 11 storage. Okay, now what is the difference between X8 and X8M and X9M? So along, Oracle adds some new features that is always going to be there, with each release, a unique feature kind of thing. But apart from that, the resources, Oracle gives more flexibility and keep on adding. Like if you see the storage server on X8M was 50 terabytes only. Now with one storage cell. Now when you move to X9, it is 64. So automatically you get, you know, more space. And also whenever say you are provisioning or going ahead with ExaCS, always it is recommended to be on the latest one, that you know, whatever you have provisioned, you are going to provision the new one, always be on the latest one so that you can get more resources in the same price band, unless and until you have got you know, some other requirement to go with the fixed one or so. Okay, Oracle not encouraged to use the X7 or X6 model which is available, but yes, if you have got some specific requirement or something like that, budgeting or some those kind of issues, you are always free to go with the old versions. So still X6 you will get you know, your uh, versions are available. Okay, and now apart from that, there is an Exadata base as well. Okay, now this base is basically going to give you a quarter rack but with less number of resources. Okay, with base, and it is always you know, going to be a fixed one. You know, Oracle will not say that, you know, it is going to provision the flexible one, X6 or X8 or X9, but we'll go with the X6, X7 or so. So this is going to be the fixed one, and scalability and all those will be not will be provided for all the resources in the base system. So a sort of you know, to match with the requirement, you can go with the base model, and can, if that fulfills your requirement, then you can go with the base model. Base model, the minimum OCPUs you can have is 0. Means I have provisioned the infrastructure and then I have put it 0 on the OCPU side, and that is going to shut down my Exadata CM. Okay, so that option is also there in base versions. Okay, like suppose I have you know, I'm ready with the provisioning and all, but my project got delayed by 15 days or 20 days. In that case, you can shut it down and keep it. So that is going to shut down your Exadata machines there, right? Okay, yeah, this is just a glimpse about it. So flexible shapes, you can add you know, more database servers, or say the compute servers and storage servers when your requirement is going to grow. So here minimum database server on the base system is also 2 for X8M or X9M, or whatever it is. This is what you know, the quarter rack gives you. So you will see here there is only 24 OCPUs available. Okay, for the quarter rack you will get 50 minimum. So it is a sort of quarter rack but with less number of resource. Okay, and it uses you know, the fixed shapes whenever you are provisioning. So you won't get it from X8 or X9, but it will be from X6, X7, those fixed shape versions for the base system. So it is not expandable and requires a migration whenever you want to change the shape or so. But in X8M or 9M or so, that is not the case. You can increase it, you can scale it up at your will, right? Okay. These are basically the shapes which are available. So base is going to have two database server and 3 storage servers, right? So you can have 48 there. So this is all for X8. Okay, X9 will give you a bit more you know, enhanced resources. Now this is the quarter rack for X6, X7 or X8. So you can see here what is in the quarter rack. Again, you have 2 nodes and 3 storage servers. Okay, and if you see the requirement here, see the disk storage is 149, 106 or 84. So with each version it get increased. Now this is for half rack and this is for full rack. So full rack is going, so whenever you are say provisioning the system, you will get, so these are like all the fixed shape architecture. Okay, when I say go to X8M or 9M, or in those cases, you will get the flexible one. You won't get this option of half full and all those kind of stuff. Simply you go ahead and provision it. Minimum provisioning is going to be 2 database servers and 3 storage servers will be provisioned. That is the minimum. And then depending on your requirement, you can add more resources to that. You don't have to worry about it. And similarly, the same thing is there on the Exa CC as well. Okay, where you can do the provisioning and all. Right. So these are like the X7 and the X8 shapes, which you can see. Right. So this is X8 and this is X7, and you can see the number of enabled CPUs and all those is less in X7 and bit more in X8.
So guys, this was our expert from Team K21 Academy, and if in case you want to have a deeper dive or if you want to know about any more concepts discussed in details, then we have something really special for you. We have our free class on how to transition from Oracle DBA to cloud, including DBCS, ExaCS, ExaCC, MySQL and whatnot. So all you have to do is just log on to k21academy.com/1Z0109302. You'll be seeing this kind of interface. You just have to click on book your free seat now. Select your event date, your name, your email address, your phone number, and click on yes, save my seat. Moving ahead, you'll be seeing this kind of interface. You just have to save the link on the extreme right, add it to your calendars, and I'll see you in this free class. Till then, keep learning.